Nice.
We get StrifeCro versus Numberguy, and it's going to be Mercury Rogue versus Zoolock. Or, well, it's not. It's a full face lock. I don't want to call this Zoolock. If I see the Arcane Golem, I'm
full face lock.
And StrifeCro is actually hovering over the Mortal Coil to keep it, and I think that's great. It could be token, not token. It could be the backspace rogue, and for that you want to have a Mortal Coil early on to actually get rid of, I don't know, the Argent Squire, the coined out. Well, coin is obviously on StrifeCro's hand, but they're like the Defiance Ringleaders and stuff you definitely want to kill. He has a coin. That's so annoying. I mean, coin into Harvest Golem.
Do you think he's running 2 Doom Guards, or maybe just 1 Doom Guard and 1 Arcane Golem?
I expect 2 Doom Guards and the Arcane Golem additionally. Like, just some crazy stuff. And this Salness into Backstab is, like, so great. I mean, the hand for Numberguy is not so good.
Well, he has a sap that's like, meh.
Yeah, Sap Shift Eviscerate. It's okay, but it ain't the best. I mean, I would actually consider sapping the Harvest Golem. Just like, he coined it out, get rid of it. He needs to play it again, especially because you cannot kill it.
Why not?
What else do you want to sap? So the reason to keep sap, there could be some taunted up minions.
He could go for Sinister Strike, Eviscerate, and then trade Salness in. Draw another card, make use of the spell damage, at least for Sinister Strike.
And the main problem with the Eviscerate now is turn 4, there's probably going to be... You can also just Eviscerate without using Sinister Strike.
Exactly, yeah.
He and keep the Sinister Strike for a combo if he actually gets the Dazzler 7 Agent or the Van Cleave. What I wanted to say, using the Eviscerate now feels a bit wasty, especially if there's the Dark Iron Dwarf coming soon, and that would be super annoying. If StrifeCro knew the hand here of Numberguy, he would have just dropped the Arcane Golem. Just be like, whatever, Arcane Golem, you cannot kill it with your spells. At least the Azure Drake, so that's great. There's a turn 5 follow-up play with a, well, preparation into Sinister Strike at the moment.
Can be really good if he draws into an Auctioneer.
Absolutely. My big question is if he's maybe going for, like, we're going to see the Harvest Golem, I think, or the Amani Berserker plus a life tap. And then there's Abusive Sergeant, another Abusive Sergeant on the Harvest Golem, which will be super annoying against the Azure Drake. Okay, there's a consideration. Amani Berserker life tap. The great thing about this is you could drop the turn 5 Doomguard and don't give a crap about what you have on your hand, since there's going to be Mortal Coil and Abusive Sergeant away. Whatever, don't care, get the Doomguard out. I like the Harvest Golem slightly better. If that gets killed and the small one survives, you could still go for the Abusive Sergeant on the remains and kill a, I don't know, an Auctioneer, Azure Drake, whatever. That's why I like the Harvest Golem.
I mean, the only way to kill him would be Azure Drake backstab, but then he would clear the small one as well, right?
Yeah, sure. Azure Drake backstab would be great if he had it. So there's that minion on the board. He could Mortal Coil it for damage. There's going to be the Azure Drake and pray for the backstab. Praying failed. Would you play on StrifeCro's part now, the Doomguard, or actually drop like 3 minions on the board? I mean, you can go Abusive Sergeant, Harvest, Voidwalker. Great board, and then you got the
I would just get a
Argus.
big board. And I would definitely trade the Azure Drake.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm safe for... Yeah, Fan of Knives.
Yeah, no Fox, double Fog, and you're, fucked.
And you're like, fuck!
You're fucked. That's not cool. So he's going to trade there, obviously, and you go 2-1, 2-3, 1-3. That's like pretty great. And the Defend of Argus next turn, which I like the most actually about that board. Another Azure Drake, so he can fuck him up if he wants to. Who's laughing here? Why are you laughing? There's no reason.
Prep Fan of Knives?
Yeah.
I would say.
Could be possible. Why doesn't he do it? He wants to have the Auctioneer, and he would only kill the Abusive Sergeant at the moment.
Well, not with the normal attack of his weapon. He would get rid of the 1-3 as well.
Oh, yeah, sure, if he gone for that. I would actually Argus up the Harvest Golem and the Abusive Sergeant and trade with a Mortal Coil into the Azure Drake.
Yep.
I like that one a lot. He could also just play the Shattered Sun Cleric, life tap, and do the same move to keep the Argus for 2 bigger minions. That would be a cool thing, actually. If you just go for Shattered Sun on the Abusive Sergeant, Mortal Coil, and you can life tap. The only bad thing is you delay your Doomguard even more.
I actually prefer the Argus play.
Yeah?
Because it is a 2/3 and doesn't die to spell damage fog.
Okay, I know what you mean. The thing is, there's Zudrake is away, Selnus is away, so...
Selnus was played, yeah, in the beginning in both Azudrakes, right?
So there's no danger of spell damage anymore.
Then he's fine.
And that's so annoying. Now you want to do your spell damage, fog, actually, to get rid of the Shattered Sun easy mode. The draw for Numberguy is like super maddening. You got double preparation, double Sinister Strike, so you could nuke so many spells out. God, you're getting only bull crap at the moment.
You're gonna play the Earthen Ring.
Well, if you play the Earthen Ring, it's just gonna die easy mode to the Shattered Sun Cleric, so that would be like playing for dying. Could eviscerate. Before you play the Shattered Sun, I would actually eviscerate. Even though that hurts, since that was your eviscerate weapon attack to kill the Doomguard. But look at the hand for StrifeCro. I mean, double Doomguard, by the way. You can just go Dark Iron Dwarf, Charger, Dark Iron Dwarf, Argent Squire, Life Tap, and then Defend of Argus. They're like great plays for him. Just drop a Doomguard. Like Argent Squire, drop a Doomguard.
Then he loses Doomguard and a Cane Golem.
Definitely, 100%. Well, if he keeps the Defend of Argus, that would be okay. I think he wants to Life Tap just to get Soulfire maybe in hand to have some options. But it's Soulfire with double Doomguard. I don't like that one a lot.
Yeah, Squire.
Squire and Dark Iron Dwarf, especially after you saw an Eviscerate going away, that's what I would definitely go for. Okay, he wants to have the Taunters. Great board. 3/3, 2/2, Divine Shield. And it's like the worst draw ever for Numberguy. This is when Miracle Rogue goes extremely wrong. He could stab now the 2/2 or the 3/3.
Well, stab the 2/2, I guess.
Yeah, and heal yourself up. It's like, whatever, not much to do. And the good thing is he has actually double Sinister Strike and a Shadow Stab. So he can deal in total, if he wants to, like 6 damage with that. Leroy, Shadow Stab, Leroy. So that would be 18 damage out of nowhere, like kapow. Wouldn't win him the game, but the possibility is there.
It would win him the game if there's no taunt. And the 3/3 stays alive.
Yep. But I think the 3/3 is going to die.
Yep.
I'm not counting with it to survive.
Certain.
I mean, he can just buff up his... he can play Knife Juggler, Argent Squire, whatever. Just drop this stuff.
Yep.
And be happy with his Shattered Sun Cleric then. In like worst case scenario, buff up your Defend of Argus to trade. But if one Knife Juggle hits, just trade in your 2/1.
Yep.
It's funny to see that he actually has double Doomguard and an Arcane Golem in hand. But he has so many other stuff to play that he doesn't even consider dropping them.
Yeah, he was constantly life tapping. Like, you rarely see a Zoolock with 7 hand cards at turn 8.
Yeah.
Like, when have we ever seen that?
But we have to admit the minions that were put out by Numberguy were equivalent to 0. So StrifeCro had didn't get stressed to do anything to rush harder. Knife Juggler hits, great. So he can trade there. Dark Iron Dwarf or Shattered Sun. If he Shattered Suns, he can actually draw a card. I think the Doomguard now, he loses. Your predictions were almost right. The Arcane Golem stays in his hand, and that looks like the GG for StrifeCro next turn. Wow.
Conceal.
You're not going to comment on that hand.
Just over.
Yeah, like the perfect hand to start. I mean, there's just an Auctioneer preparation, Conceal preparation.
I mean, imagine him getting an Auctioneer. How many cards?
2 turns earlier. That would have been probably the GG just because he can draw so many cards. He could possibly clear the board with what he redraws. That's like so sad for Numberguy. He just needs to hope. So there's 8, 10, 11 damage on the board. He needs to survive one more turn, and then he could maybe do it somewhere. I don't know. But that's going to be Dark Iron Dwarf plus Doomguard. GG for StrifeCro, just zooing his way to the win here.
That was an easy one.
Well, he brings him down to 1 and says, oh, maximum BM here. Well, not maximum BM. You could have played the Doomguard also. But I like that one. Just winning with a juggle and not with your Doom. Handlock versus Zoolock.
Handlock versus Zoolock really depends on whether or not the Handlock gets the board clear and some taunts.
I think it all comes down...
Zoolock has to rush him down.
I think it all comes down to the Molten Giants. So that's why Numberguy actually, he redrew a Mountain Giant he had in hand. He wants to get the Moltons plus Taunters, and then like, okay, bring me down to 15 turn 5 or so, and then just, I'm going to Molten you and win the game somehow. Hellfire, that's great.
That's good. Perfect. Also has the Earthen Ring Farseer, so he can heal himself up.
So much damage for StrifeCro already. I mean, it was a Direwolf and the Flame Imp just 4 damage. Next turn already 6, so would bring him down turn 3 to 10. Oh, that feels like the coin Hellfire for me.
Yeah, it has to be coin Hellfire.
I mean, after he dropped, the question is, you going to drop Amani and Voidwalker or just Life Tap?
I think Life Tap and Voidwalker.
I think that's better. You get already 6 damage on the board. With a Voidwalker, you get 8 damage on the board. You actually don't need to go super crazy.
Oh, abusive.
Wow. Super annoying.
I would go abusive now.
Well, I still like the Voidwalker more. I think you can go for the abusive later if you want to nuke maybe a big taunter away. So you got like the chance with the abusive and the Dark Iron Dwarf to actually nuke taunters away. And that's what I like a bit more. Is he even dropping anything? So that's like the question. Is he even dropping anything? Or just going to be like, I don't want to? Yeah, I like the Voidwalker more. I'm a fan.
I mean, if there's no coin Hellfire, he knows.
If there's no coin Hellfire, that's a great board. I mean, he got 8 damage next turn, 10, 14 damage he could deal next turn, and he can bring his enemy down to... okay, he wants to deal the 4 now, since next turn that would be 4, 6, 9, Dark Iron Dwarf, Soulfire. So that would be 11, 15 damage he can deal next turn.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. Look at this, down to 13 for Numberguy, and no option to next turn kill Dark Iron Dwarf, Amani Berserker, Voidwalker. He cannot kill any of those.
Knife Juggler and Amani.
Yeah, definitely.
Easy.
Well, easy. You're saying easy. Do you want to bring him down to 12, where he just life taps Molten Giant, and taunts? Which is uncommon, but it still could happen. So he did it the other way around to avoid actually the move I just said. The only thing Numberguy can do is either Earthen Ring Farseer or double Mortal Coil. Wow. Again, not so optimum for him. Better for StrifeCro. So how much damage can he deal?
13.
Oh, that's a great amount. We got 5,
Actually,
7.
if the juggle hits 14.
I like that one, but I'm only counting 11 at the moment.
No.
It's 5, 7, 11 in my brain. Or now it's 12, 13 if he goes for the Argent Squire additionally. And
or the Voidwalker and it's a face.
Okay, the Dice Juggle. Well, there's now the question. Are you going to trade or just blindly nuke him to the ground?
Go for the face.
Wow, if Numberguy draws a Shadow Flame, that would be so great. He just Shadow Flames his 3/2 minion.
Mortal Coils?
Yeah, Shadow Flame Mortal Coil. That would absolutely rescue his ass. Well, that ain't rescuing his ass.
Nope.
No. Like, not even a little bit. Okay, where are we at? We had the Mortal Coil. Mortal Coil? No, it's not going to work. That's 6, 7 damage on the board. If you Mortal Coil, hit yourself, kill a minion. Okay, he gets a... Wow! Great, but no taunter. That would change the whole game. Well, it would change a lot. I'm over-exaggerating. We get...
Heal himself up.
Okay, he healed himself
He can actually survive another turn.
Wow. He just needs a taunter then.
Well, if there's a Doomguard and he gets ridiculously lucky, it's over. But
well, he needs to heal himself and not his minion. It was like, if he heals his minion, that would be such a great misplay. Yeah, so he's on 11. 6 damage on the board. What is StrifeCro going to draw? Defender Argus into Soulfire! That's so mean. He could even life tap into something, I don't know. But that's like one of the only cards winning him the game here. Wow, that's 5-8. Soulfire GG. Man.
Go on.
I mean, 2 Arguses probably, 2 Doomguards, 4 cards to draw. Another Soulfire, that wouldn't work since you're definitely going to